Welcome, Leo, to your space. This is going to be a monthly for February 2023. And I've already shuffled these cards. It's the original Rider-Waite, call Moji. We're going to see what's going on here for your first week of February here. The Hangman, clarified by the Six of Swords. I don't want to speak just yet, but something really is sticking out here, and that's a change of perspective. I feel like that's a theme for everyone in the month of February. Somehow they are elevating by looking at things differently. And something is telling me to come into this with an open mind so that you can maintain your composure or to have some balance when it comes to this week. But this is the first week, and then I'm going to continue here. Well, that's your card here, Leo, in the second, so I'm going to continue here before I say anything. Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles. I gotta say though, Leo, like this month is gonna leave you very, not unsatisfied, but you're leaving this month with a good head on your shoulders. You're leaving this month with figuring out what needs to be done. Because you're walking away from something and choosing yourself here. I think it's been something a long time coming. Something you've been fearing, something that, it's very tough for you to leave because you see the value in what it is that you're leaving. Especially here with the Strength card clarifying by the Eight of Cups, because here in the Eight of Cups, he's walking away towards the mountain looking for something better, even though the cups are enough for that person. And, and you're walking towards yourself here with the Leo Strength card, conquering that fear of actually letting go. I think letting go is something that you fear here. And then in the third week, I think you're going towards some sort of another partnership or going towards something in terms of work or business. I gotta say, because the rest of that month, you're looking Pentacles, Justice, Knight of Swords. I think you're very career focused at this time too, towards the end of February. Something that's might be even something legal. You might be in the legal space. You might be a lawyer. You might be, I don't know, a politician. I don't know. I really don't know. That's up to you for your own specific story. It also could mean that you're finally coming into balance when it comes to your emotions and to know what's truly fair at this time. The Knight of Swords is somebody who rushes towards things without thinking, and it just goes because he knows what needs to already be done. He's a warrior, right? And I think by developing this warrior mentality here, because I feel like if you think too much, you're going to fall back into this negative habit of yours that has been going on here. And you need to maintain your strength here with the Two of... Well, there's no two, but the Strength card here. I don't know why I said two when it came to the Strength card. I think it's because there's two. There's a line, and then there's the woman, and it could even be your pet, really. But in the mountains, I feel like that's what's on the other side of that mountain here, is the Strength card. So, developing your own strength here is strength, strength, strength. So important. But let's clarify, actually, all that. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, another card of work. Another card of Pentacles here. Just coming into your own, being comfortable. It could also mean you need to maintain your strength when it comes to the other person you're dealing with here. Because you see on the card that the other person is talking to the woman here, and the man is focusing on the dogs here. Um, I think that could be a challenge for you at this time is watching somebody walk away from you and having to deal with them doing that. I don't think you want to see that at all. I think it actually disgusts you here, especially with the Earth contradicting your sun sign in Leo or whatever your Leo placement is. Like that, it just doesn't mesh well, and I think you think it's kind of gross and stupid. I'm really getting the feeling of gross, like so gross, but you're kind of forced to do so with the Hangman. I feel like this is a sudden suspended change. Like it's almost like you can't handle it, and your boat's about to leak. Because on the Six of Swords, the swords are in the boat. And he's trying to maintain the balance, but it's still holes in the boat. It's still leaking here, and you don't even know if you can do it. I'm getting anxiety. I'm getting like everything could collapse in like a second, and I don't want to say it's dramatic because I really do think here that there is something involving legal matters. So, because you two could own maybe a home, an apartment, or could be married or something of that sort here with the Justice card, and then all these pentacles here. Yeah, I see a lot of like legal disputes possibly. If that doesn't resonate, then I just see what I said before, some sort of alignment when it comes to an emotional fulfillment in a career that's possibly in the legal field. It might even be a cop or, an investigator. Either way, it's like, it's very interesting to think here. So let's clarify the Knight of Swords. What are you going towards here that the Knight of Swords is going towards? It's the Four of Pentacles. Stability. Some sort of, yeah, stability, strength here. Being responsibly selfish here. Some people think that this card equals greed, and I don't know where they see greed. It's just a guy with a crown on his head maintaining his pentacles. Because I like to think that that could be a possibility, but I think he knows that there are bad people in this world, and including with the Justice here, I think you realize that because not everyone has your best interest at heart. Not everyone truly cares in this instance. So he maintains that to secure his future, his financial future here. And I think that's what you're going towards is that this person could have wasted a lot of your money, like literally wasted, coins I'm getting. Like, that person, he or she was extremely irresponsible, and I think that's possibly why you left here. Yep, especially with the Six of Cups here, it's something nostalgic. I think you two have been together for possibly a while. You probably your childhood best friends, or you guys met at a dark time, and they came to you, and you were fulfilled by that. Because here in the Six of Cups, you see the buildings. The buildings are older, they're rickety, they're probably falling out of place. They're probably balloon structures, and in a balloon structure, the building, the wood frame goes all the way up towards the top of the building, and it's maintained by that. But I think, but it's so easily collapsed, especially because flames go up. There's no stopper in between. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I think it's possibly because it's something quick, something that you did suddenly, something you went in without thinking, especially with the Six of Cups, dude. Because they're also kids here. You see how they're kids? Kids do things denounced, or not the word denounced, but, voided of actual intelligence, logic, rational thought. So I think that you went into this just straight in, like, as a nothing, like as a straight boom. Like I'm getting like, all right, I gotta hop into this, and you did it without thinking, and I think there might even be possibly a regret here because here The Four of Pentacles, I also see as regrets. Somebody who regrets actually not holding on to their pentacles beforehand, and what gives them this bitterness and that quote unquote greed that people come to assume with this card. So that's all I really got to say here on that. So let's see what you're working towards. What exactly are you working towards with this Eight of Pentacles here? The Eight of Wands, two eights. So I really think it is some sort of a legal job that you have. You really could be something, but whatever you're going towards, you're going in there fast. Something realistic. It's kind of weird how it looks. See how it's like going towards the Justice card? I really gotta say, are you a judge or something? But you're going, whatever it is, you're going in there fast. And I kind of want to clarify that as well. The Page of Cups here. Possibly even something new when it comes to love, but I think that's just for a few of you. I don't think that's everyone here. I think you're going towards developing your intelligence, your craft, like I said before with the Justice. Like, I think that's part of your career point anyway. I think you're trying to advance in your career with the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is also a card of fortune and luck, especially with the fish there. And the fish there represents intelligence to begin with, so I think that's what's going on here. There's some opportunity here that is waiting for you if you were to take out the fish and eat it, or to release it. Who knows? If you release that fish, possibly that's the first or the last fish of that species. And it might taste amazing, it might taste great, but once you release it, and then it finds one more fish that, is its counterpart, the male or female, it then populates the oceans, which then gives abundance and plentiful food for everyone involved, not just you. It's a selfless act. That's what the cups mean. It's something selfless emotionally, something fulfilling that brings you peace. And I think helping others is something that I would like to say you're good at. Boom, boom, and then you were here. It's a very cute reading. I don't know. I'm getting also innocence because you pulled the Six of Cups before, because it like showed me again the Six of Cups here, and then I'm seeing the kids here on the Six of Swords, 666. 8 here for the strength, 8 there for the Eight of Pentacles, 8 there. 6 and 8 could be extremely significant for you. 8 of Cups here. Justice, which is 8 itself. So 8 in numerology represents balance, represents power, money, authority, and that's what the Justice is, balance and authority. So I think that's what's going on here. I think that's the theme of your month here, Leo, is that balance of authority. I think you're practicing to be direct. I don't even think you're that direct. I think you're just kind of like, you like to hang back, you like to insinuate things in a very, trying to get the person to think for them, think what it could possibly be wrong. And that could be even an issue for you, and that when it comes to that relationship, is not you expressing what you've truly wanted out of this situation here. And it's also not really a big deal, because everyone needs to grow, everyone needs to learn. I think you realize that too with the Hangman, possibly. And that's just for a few of you. Others of you, the Hangman, I think it's something that you felt tied down with, and you need to go. So I'm speaking to a lot of the general readings of Leo here. Very I'm feeling very nostalgic here. Like, Coming clean. I'm thinking of that song from the Get Up Kids. Um, and on that album is kids running, and they're in the back, and it's in the 90s, so everything's green and they're racing. And I have that image in my head of the 90s, the nostalgia and coming clean with, your affection for somebody here. I think maybe that's for a few of you something you need to do is come and clean that. Because by holding in those emotions, even though you can walk away all you want with the Eight of Cups, but by not acknowledging those emotions, you become stuck even more, like the Hangman. And that's one of the lessons of the Hangman is learning to live upside down, learning to live with a different change of perspective. And once you accomplish this as the Fool on his journey, he then elevates to the next level of his major arcane journey. And I think it's quite beautiful to think about. Here, Leo. I'm getting very nostalgic. Like, the past is so important to you. I think the past is so significant to you. I think you've helped this person here so much before in the past too. You put in all this effort for somebody. You even worked on your own fears. You worked so hard on yourself for what it is that was going on here in the month of February. And it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. And it's time to grow and expand your life. And I'm getting so nostalgic here. So what is this nostalgia about, God? What is this nostalgia about? The Magician here. The Magician. Somebody who, probably the person that you think about, I feel like you're really thinking about how they have everything in the world that you could possibly need. Everything in the world, but here is the words magician. They aren't trustworthy. They aren't, because the magician has knowledge of the divine, is a magician, so they can easily manipulate you. They can easily convince you to do things that you don't want to. And with the 8 here and all the pentacles here, and he has every card of the minor arcane. And I think that's your issue here, is that they just need one next step. They just need to be the high priestess to you. They just need to be somebody a little bit more mature, even though the magician is somebody who's mature, but I'm getting someone who's a lot more honest, somebody who's a lot more giving, just like you are here, Leo, with the strength, with the 6 of swords, with the 3 of pentacles, like that's something that you look for in a partner, somebody who's more giving. And I think they had everything in that except that. It's a shame, really. Because, I'm seeing the flowers here and they're blooming down. It's like you're very down about this. And, but white is a clean color, right? When there is nothing in that void, there's all the room in the world to fill it with joy, all the room to fill it with anything you want, really. So if you want to fill that white space in your mind with negativity, you can. If you wanted to fill that white space in your mind with positivity, growth, which I think because it can go either way when it comes to this reading. It can go either way depending on the Leo that you are. You can either stay where you're at and continue with this emotional turmoil, or you can change your perspective and grow as a person. And I think God is on your side, especially here with the Page of Cups. God is on your side, or your own God, or personal belief system that gets you through this life of ours. You could even be yourself here with the Strength card, or the belief of, I don't know why I said that, the belief of your government, which is kind of ignorant, but if that works for you, then it works for you. Yeah. Not to roast you, but like, the government doesn't have a lot of good interests in mind when it comes to others. So yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. I kind of want to see what is the Eight of Cups here. So what is the Eight of Cups? The two of Yep, the Two of Swords. Just peace. You want peace. This is gonna give you peace of mind here with the Eight of Cups. Is leaving this behind, this love life behind. And I think that is, on that note, coming to a close here. And you don't even know where you're going. I feel like you're a little lost too when it comes to uh, not necessarily love, not necessarily career, but lost when it comes to, I think, your own belief system. I don't even think you know what to think when it comes to gaining your own strength. And as weird as it sounds, but develop your own inner God. So your mind, it speaks to you every day. When you don't talk to anyone and you're thinking, that's you speaking to yourself. It might be a little narcissistic to say, but to think of that voice in your head as God. You are your own God, your own way of thoughts. Because if you can't believe in a system or religion because of whatever, you can always turn towards yourself here with the Strength card. That is yourself to begin with. And by doing so, you can gain inner peace. Because the whole point of religion, the whole point of belief is inner peace. Every single one of them. That's why they're all correct. Because life is a series of reasons. So you can figure out every scientific reason in the world when it comes to science, quote unquote. But it's the extent of science is reasons. So why does the sun exist? Well, because the supernova, this, that. Okay, then why did that happen? Well, this, that, and the third. Okay, then why did that happen? Unknown to scientists. It's just a reason. And by disputing that fact is a reason itself. You're looking for a reason. The whole point of life is reasons. Very plain, fundamental life is reasons. And, yeah. You might even live by the ocean, too. You might live on the east or west coast here. I'm getting that as well. So, I mean, I live on the east coast, so I could possibly know you because my channel is very small. But you could be, you know. Once again, I think water is very significant here because the water's on the Eight of Cups. The water is here on the Two of Swords. The water is here on a Page of Cups. It's on the Six of Swords. Maybe take a bath or to relax. I think you need some sort of warm water or to drink a glass of water every once in a while to get rid of your headaches. If you are suffering with some sort of issues with your health, I think water is significant for you. I think that's all it is to it. I'm not a doctor, so take that with a grain of salt. But salt is also good for you, sodium. So, what else do I gotta say here? What else do I gotta say? The Hangman. Let's see what the Hangman is about. Hangman of Temperance. Yep, see? Exactly what I was talking about before. Balance. The creation of peace in your mind. Which, another card of 8, by the way. So, I think you're starting to... And another card of water, by the way. I just want to point that out right now. So, water is very significant for you at this time. So is this triangle here. Going towards their goals, going towards their creative passions when it comes to work, going towards your... I think that's the whole theme of your month here, Leo, is this passion. So I don't want to hold you up too long. I think that's all I got to say for it. And there might be a part 2 to this because I think this is going to resonate for all of you, actually. But, I think getting another perspective on this is going to do you good. So I'll see you in the next one, Leo. That was fucking weird.